Alright, everybody, let's go ahead and get this stream started. Hello everybody and welcome to Octane Live. I am your host, Triple B, and it is time to get this show underway. So let's head to our first match of the night. In our first match of the night, we have an Octane Tag Team matchup. It is going to be the debuting Reiko Yamamoto and Tamako Hayabusa facing off against Barb and Dixie. Both Reiko and Tamako are under the teaching of Akira Suzuki, who is accompanying them to ringside. She's been training these two girls in the off season. Well, not in the off season. In her free time, that is what Akira has been off doing, training these two girls and getting them ready for in-ring action. She's their mentor and teacher, and we get to see how her training is paying off, as we get to see Reiko and Tamako in a match today. We got Tamako to the left, Reiko to the right, as they get ready for this first opening contest of the night. They do not have easy opponents for their first match here on Octane. That is for damn sure. Barb and Dixie, former women's tag team champions here in Octane. The mother-daughter team, the Tennessee Queens, making their way to the ring. Guys, if you want to check out live, or if you want to check out, not live, if you want to check out the pre-recorded premiere content that will be coming from the channel in the coming weeks and months, while I change my focus to getting 23 set up and ready. You can check out the channel every Wednesday and Friday for episodes. Every Wednesday we will be alternating between MXT and Galaxy Pro. And every Friday there will be new episodes of Octane Live and Octane Live pay-per-views. Oh, sorry. The Octane Live pay-per-views will be happening on Sundays. And if I do any Galaxy or MXT pay-per-views, those will also happen on Sundays as well. So I will keep you all informed when pay-per-views are happening or when special events for different shows are happening. Right now we have this. Right now we are headed towards Iron Mountain. That is the next show on the horizon here for Octane. So this Sunday we will be having a pay-per-view. The Iron Mountain pay-per-view will be happening live here on YouTube. Yes, that is right. It's going to be in a live stream format. So I will be, I'll be on comms, live interacting with the chat while calling the matches. It should be a good old time. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. This is March 10th, so I know that by this point, by this point, the new game is going to be just a few days from release, so it should be fun. We could bring that up if you guys want. I'll tell you all more of what my plans are for 23 at that point in time. It should be a lot of fun. As Reiko Yamamoto in the ring with an armbar on, applying the armbar on Barb. Barbara is Dixie's mother. Like I said, they're a mother-daughter tag team. Barb did a lot of work in the off-season to show up here and be in the shape that she is in. When they first started coming back or getting into Octane, Barb was a little out of shape, and since then she has really worked her ass off to get back into in-ring shape. She used to wrestle years ago, stopped wrestling because she had a daughter and wanted to raise her. So Barb has been raising Dixie as a single mom for the last 20-something odd years. Dixie found some tapes of hers and wanted to learn how to wrestle, so Barb contacted us at Octane and said, look, I have this daughter, she wants to be a wrestler. Can we join the company as a mother-daughter tag team? We agreed, we let them in, and the rest is history. They're now two-time women's tag team champions together. So kudos to them. As Barb going for the tag and Dixie entering the ring. And Dixie over the last like 2.5 to 3 years has learned a lot. When she first started, she was really, really green. I mean, she didn't know a suplex from a... Well, hell, she didn't know a suplex from a power slam, or hell, even a punch from a kick, for that matter. She just knew how to throw hands, and now she's a lot more well versed in the ring. She's very, very much improved from when she first started. here in Octane. She even went off and went on a singles run all by herself over in Ignite Pro for a little bit. She had a small run over there. But that helped her out tremendously too, just getting the experience, getting away from Octane, getting away from her mom for a little bit, learning that she had to be able to hold her own without her mom there. Is Reiko going for a pin? Or Tomiko going for the pin? No, that's Reiko, never mind. Reiko tagging Tomiko in. They do look kind of similar, so I'm trying to make sure I've got it right. And Tomiko Hayabusa going after Dixie inside of the ring, stomping on her hand. We're going to have to find out a little bit more about these two girls from their owner, Jay Benton. When I get a chance, I'll try and find out a little bit more about them. So I have some talking points during my matches, and Tomiko going for a pin 1, and only a 1 broken up by Barb. As Reiko going in and saving the day, sending Barb out of the ring. Tomiko going for another arm bar. She's got it locked in on arm and leg bar. Makes it very difficult for your opponent to get out. Dixie just barely able to get out of that. Holding her arm. Akira Suzuki has taught these two girls well. They're not going down easy, that's for damn sure. It's Tomiko Hayabusa applying the pressure to Dixie. And the double knees to the back of Dixie from Tomiko Hayabusa. Picking her up, working on the back. Jabbing her heel into the face of Dixie. Tomiko Hayabusa grabbing the arm. She's pulling it back. Dixie is definitely in trouble, and a double knee stomp to the back of Dixie from Tomiko Hayabusa. She is continuing to apply the pressure. Dixie with a reversal. They tie up. She completely missed that axe handle swing, and a nice enziguri connecting from Tomiko Hayabusa. She is pulling Dixie to the center of the ring, or trying to. Going for a pin. Very good ring placement with that pin attempt. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The Toughest Warriors win their debut match. Tomiko Hayabusa and Reiko Yamamoto winning their first match here in Octane. Now look at the proud look on the face of their teacher, Akira Suzuki. Very happy for these two girls. They've won their first tag team matchup here in Octane, defeating former tag team champions. Congratulations to those two girls on their win. The Toughest Warriors, ladies and gentlemen, get to know that name. They look like they're going to be here to stay and be here for a while. The Octane Women's Division better be put on notice. These girls are going after the titles, and wait a minute, Tommy Jarris talking to Delvin McLeod. It looks like he's challenging him to a match at Iron Mountain. Oh my god, we're gonna get Tommy Jarvis versus Zelvin McLeod. And now we have a commercial.
Lunatic kick from the sticks to Steel City Sultan, your dungeon master, creator, commentator, promoter, MC, DJ, ring announcer, play-by-play, all that good stuff. And you're tuned into the Blaze Radio Network as part of the Digital Wrestling Syndicate here on YouTube, where we're showcasing your original created characters with custom shows, titles, arenas, and music. Our digital wrestling shows feature you in action in the ring, putting unity back in the community and repping many other channels with unique events like the Combat Kingdom Stable Wars, Game Night with interactive chat, games, and prizes, the Get Blaze Talk Show with special guests, show reviews, recaps, and live interviews, digital collector cards for your roster pages on our Wix website where you can find everything you need to know about LTD, and check out the TeePublic store for your LTD merchandise. Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Blaze Brews Eliminator Beer. Don't get eliminated, get obliterated. Drink Eliminator Beer. And sit back, relax, let the AI take you for a ride. But always remember this: we're all leaning towards death. Some are just a little bit closer. Peace and positive vibes to all you, and stay tuned to Blaze Radio, hook, line, and sinker. This is your boy Blaze McCoy saying, see ya in my stream.
Alright, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. One-on-one action coming up next. So we have Nadia StrongArm facing off against Ruby in this next matchup. Nadia making her way to the ring. Getting ready for this fight. And her challenger, from Ignite Professional Wrestling, Ruby Rose, making her Octane debut. These two ladies both hard-hitting. It's going to be a good match. Looking forward to seeing what both of them can do in the ring. All right, here we go, and this match is underway. Ruby off to a very strong start to this matchup. Damn, pile driving. Pile driving Nadia onto the mat. Ruby going crazy at the start of this one. Oh man, what a drop kick right to the side of the head of Nadia. StrongArm as she reversed what was probably going to be a grab and got herself back up on her feet, going after Ruby, picking her up, and she's going to focus on the neck of Ruby, and Ruby getting back to her feet. They tie up. Ruby with a DDT on the mat, and a strong elbow to the face of Nadia. StrongArm as Ruby stomping on the hand of Nadia. Really, really working on her. Going for it again. Another stomp, more repeated stomps to the hand of Nadia. StrongArm. Ruby's got her back up. And oh, a knee to the head. God damn. Ruby continuing this assault, not giving Nadia any chance to get back up. Very smart on her part. Continue the offense. Keep attacking the big woman. Keep her down. Nadia getting back to her feet. A quick reversal by Ruby. She picks her up. They tie up again. Nadia fighting back. Shoving her away. They tie up. She's got Ruby up, and a power bomb into the corner. They're dangerously close to that turnbuckle, and a DDT onto the mat by Ruby to Nadia. StrongArm. Ruby continuing to apply the pressure to Nadia. They tie up again, and Nadia with a reversal. Make sure I'm unmuted. Yep. They tie up, and Ruby with a DDT onto the mat. Picking up Nadia. StrongArm, and a nice elbow to the face again. Ruby continuing to keep the pressure applied, not giving Nadia a chance to get any offense in. And right as I say that, Nadia knocks Ruby down. But Ruby quickly reversing. Again, continuing this onslaught of attacks. Nadia with a reversal. They tie up. She's got Ruby up, and a powerbomb onto the mat. Nadia with an elbow drop to the chest of Ruby. Picking her back up. Both women back to their feet. Ruby continuing her attack on Nadia. StrongArm. They tie up again. A kick to the midsection by Ruby. She's got Nadia up, and a brainbuster onto the Octane logo. She picks her up, kick to the midsection, and oh man, another brainbuster into a pin. 1, 2, and only a 2. Nadia able to kick out. Nadia currently just surviving the early goings of this matchup. She's already struggling too. Damn, she missed that punch. Ruby is continuing to keep the pressure on Nadia. She shoves her away. Elbow to the face. A flurry of punches by Nadia. StrongArm. Ruby with a reversal. Ruby focusing on the leg of Nadia. They tie back up, and Nadia being sent over the top rope to the outside. Holy crap. What a match between these two so far. And Ruby is removing the cover from the announce table. What in the heck? I think she was thinking about sending Nadia through the announce table. Did not work. Nadia StrongArm going for a suplex to the outs, or on the outside on that stainless steel floor. And an elbow to the face of Ruby. That suplex must have done a lot of damage because Ruby afterwards has been suffering. Nadia really taking it to her on the outside. Even throwing her into the steel steps. God damn. She's got her back up to her feet. And slams her down face first onto the corner of those steps. Good lord. Oh man, and a fist to the back of Ruby. And she drives her face right into her knee. What a brutal match between these two. Oh, and Ruby being sent right into the stainless steel ladder. And the ladder didn't even budge. Which means she hit it with full force. Nadia doing a ton of damage in a little bit of time. Using the outside, using everything to her advantage. Ruby able to reverse, but Nadia has her back up. And oh my god! She just sent Ruby crashing onto the steel plating. And sent her back into the stainless steel ladder. Holy shit. Nadia strong-arming Ruby around the outside. And Nadia just waiting in the corner saying, hurry up and get back in here. Oh man, and Ruby responded. They're back in the ring. Ruby sending Nadia to the outside now. Maybe she wants to exact some revenge on the outside of the arena. I don't know, or she could be charging up. Ruby looking like she's getting ready to take this to the next level. Oh man, went for a backhanded chop, but got caught by Nadia strong-arm, and Nadia drops the elbow onto the chest of Ruby. Ruby with the backhand to Nadia. Nadia with a reversal. Goes for an elbow, caught by Ruby. Both women pretty much catching each other at every step of the way. A kick to the midsection. Nadia strong-arm from Ruby. And a brainbuster onto the mat, into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. Nadia strong-arm kicking out. And Ruby is frustrated. The look on her face is like, what do I have to do to this chick? And Nadia in trouble. Ruby has that pressure applied to the lower back of Nadia's strong arm. She's really wrenching back at Nadia with a reversal, shoving Ruby away. Both women back to their feet. They tie up again. Ruby's got her up. She lands on her feet. They tie up again. And Ruby landing on her feet again. Taking control of the match. Getting Nadia dangerously close to those ropes. And Nadia shoving her away. Nadia strong arm. Applying the pressure to Ruby in this matchup. Ruby against the ropes. And Nadia driving the knee into the chest of Ruby. Ruby feeling it in this matchup. Nadia going for the pin. 1, 2, and Ruby kicks out. Guys, quick note. Shout out to the creator of Ruby, the Broken Twitch. Forgot to say that during the entrance. Just wanted to throw that out there as Ruby hits a brain buster onto the Octane logo. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. Nadia kicking out. Yes, but shout out to Twitch for Ruby. You did a great job, man. Her moveset is crazy. And what she does in the ring. Oh, man, another brain buster into a pin. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Your winner of this matchup, Ruby Rose. As I was saying, her moveset is solid. She's a lot of fun to put into matches. She can do some crazy shit. So, shout out to you, Twitch. Shout out to you, man. Awesome job. And Ruby Rose picking up the win in this one. As we get ready to head to our next matchup. Alright, and we are back. If Jesus loses, he can't challenge for the Undisputed Championship at Iron Mountain. That is what's going on in this matchup. Pretty much, folks, what happened was Jesus last week told everybody, or no, this was like at the, yeah, Jesus last week goes off and tells everybody, hey, I have this, challenger I'm gonna face. Tells Kyle, I'm bringing in this international challenger to fight in the main event. All you gotta do is give me a undisputed title shot at Iron Mountain. Kyle shook his hand on it, but Kyle was kind of like weary, like what the hell is he talking about? We get to the main event, Jesus walks out. We don't even see the entrance of this international challenger that Jesus had in mind to fight, and it turns out the guy was freaking Philip. Philip was his challenger. And Jesus won that match in literally no time. Did one leg drop. So, this man, the Undisputed Champion Kyle Young, walked into Octane management, went up to Delvin, pretty much said, are you really going to let this stand? And Delvin said, no, I'm not. I'm not dealing with another Phoenix situation. Not with Jesus. I know his MO. The man tried taking over my company at one point. I know that he schemes. I know that he tricked you. So next week, he'll have to fight you. And if he can beat you in the main event, or if he can beat you in that match, then he can have his title shot. So that is what's going on. If Jesus de Violencia can defeat Kyle Young in this matchup, he can then challenge for the Octane Undisputed Championship. But he has to defeat Kyle Young, heads up, no shenanigans. So that is where we are right now with this match. Jesus de Violencia versus Kyle Young. If Jesus wins, he gets to challenge Kyle at Iron Mountain. If Kyle wins, Jesus does not get to challenge Kyle at Iron Mountain. And we'll have to pick a different challenger for Kyle going into the event. So that's where we stand right now, going into Sunday at Iron Mountain. As Kyle Young is continuing to pressure Jesus de Violencia in this fight. Picks him up, Jesus sweeping the leg, continuing to apply pressure to Kyle Young. And Kyle getting back to his feet. Jesus with a reversal, Kyle with another reversal. Both men tying up. Jesus could be in trouble here. Kyle with the Hurricanrana and Jesus going head first into the mat. Kyle slamming Jesus' hand onto the mat. Jesus with the reversal. Both men tie up. Jesus de Violencia working on Kyle Young here. And Kyle going crashing to the floor. But with everything that Kyle had to go through with the American Phoenix, I do not blame him for going to management and saying he said he was going to be fighting an international challenger. It turned out to be Philip. I may be a little new here, but I'm not stupid. I know who Philip is. I wrestle in BMH. What's this idiot doing trying to tell me that that is an international challenger? And that match was literally 2 moves. So I cannot blame Kyle for going to management and saying, No. But this is Jesus' chance to prove that he deserves a match against Kyle Young. And as much as goofy as Jesus can be, he does have good in-ring skills. He is a solid in-ring competitor, even though he can be a complete jerk sometimes. And oh, what a lariat from Kyle. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. Jesus de Violencia getting the shoulder up just in time. Kyle's going to drag him to the center of the ring. What's he thinking of doing here? Rolling him over. Kyle Young going for that sleeper hold. He's got it locked in on Jesus de Violencia. He's trying to make him tap. Jesus fighting out of it. Getting back to his feet. Going for a kick to the midsection. Wrenching the arm and a clothesline from Jesus de Violencia. Kyle Young getting the boot from Jesus. Jesus going against the ropes. And a leg drop to Kyle Young. Into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. Kyle kicking out and staying in this fight. Jesus picking him back up. Oh, man. He put everything into that right hook. And he's got his knee on the small. Kyle's back, wrenching back at the head and the neck of Kyle Young. And Kyle fighting out, getting to his feet. Both men tie up. Knee to the chest. Kyle reversing. Kyle throwing punches. Jesus with the reversal. They tie up again. Kyle's got Jesus up. He's going to go round and round and round and into a I don't know exactly what that was. A TKO, I think. That's like the third time I've seen a round and round and round and round thing with a different attack that wasn't a F5 or a UFO. I didn't realize they had so many holding, spinning attack moves. For anybody trying to piece together what I'm doing the recordings. Jesus slamming Kyle onto the mat. Kyle shoving him away. Both men back to their feet. Kyle going for that knee strike. Jesus moved out of the way. Stomping on the arm of Kyle Young. Elbow drops. Repeated elbow drops from Jesus de Violencia. Stomping on the face of Kyle. He's going to pick him up. Both men tie up. Kyle could be in trouble here. Jesus has him up, drops him on the ropes, and Kyle falls down. And Jesus continuing the attacks to Kyle Young. Continuing to hammer away at the head of Kyle. Kyle back to his feet, arms up, blocks him, knee to the midsection. Continuing to focus on Jesus. Jesus getting back to his feet. Feeling something here. Points at Kyle. Jesus fighting back. Irish whip and a boot to the face. A drop kick to Kyle Young. Jesus going for the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2. Kyle Young kicking out. Referee Slick Slim Johnson saying you got to try better than that, Jesus. Kyle with a reversal. They tie up. Kyle's got Jesus up. Slams him into the turnbuckle. Throws him halfway across the ring. Jesus with the reversal. Getting the leg up on Kyle. Got Kyle in a headlock. They tie up. Jesus going for... I thought he was going for a brainbuster, but Kyle able to reverse. And a German suplex to Jesus de Violencia as he goes up against those ropes. Kyle picking him up. Another brainbuster onto the mat this time. Kyle waiting for Jesus. Continuing his assault. Jesus de Violencia in trouble. The champion on a roll. All Kyle has to do is defeat Jesus right here and right now. And Jesus slamming Kyle on the mat. A leg drop into the pin. 1, 2, and only a 2. Jesus incredibly efficient at those leg drops. As I was just about to say that Kyle had this match wrapped up and in the bag, Jesus de Violencia has found another gear and is continuing to pressure Kyle Young, but Kyle with a reversal of his own. Jesus quickly taking control back with that kick, going against the ropes, and another leg drop to Kyle Young, but Kyle was against the ropes, so it didn't matter. Jesus trying to power lift Kyle Young. Jesus actually a vegan power lifter. I know those two words don't really go very well together, do they? Vegan and bodybuilder. But it is true. That is what this man is. That's why they call him Hipster Jesus. Picking up Kyle Young. Kyle with a reversal. Going to try to knee Jesus in the face and a nice drop kick. Jesus falling down. Kyle going for that, going for the sleeper hold, but Jesus was against the ropes. Again, Jesus on the ropes when Kyle went for that pin. We've got to wonder if that poor placement is going to cost Kyle in the long run, as Kyle continuing to pressure Jesus de Violencia. Jesus is really in trouble here if he can't get out of this. Kyle stomping on the leg. Jesus with a reversal, shoving Kyle away. Jesus winding up with a wind-up punch, and Kyle goes crashing onto those ropes. And another strong punch or jab from Jesus de Violencia. A lot behind those punches. Hell, there's a lot behind the punches of the champion as well, Kyle Young. But Jesus de Violencia continuing his onslaught, continuing to put pressure on the champion. And the champion is busted open as Jesus de Violencia hammering some elbows down on the champ. He's got Kyle back up to his feet. Jesus continuing to apply the pressure. Kyle could be in trouble here. And oh man, that was right across the chest. Kyle just went crashing down to the mat. Kyle moved out of the way of Jesus, sending him into the corner. They tie up in a nice reversal by Jesus de Violencia. Kyle Young, the champion. Jesus, the potential challenger. All Jesus has to do is win this match, and he will get his Iron Mountain matchup against Kyle Young. All Kyle has to do is win this match, and Jesus will not be able to challenge him, and Jesus goes for a pin, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, as I was going on that talk, Jesus getting the 3 count, and it looks like Jesus de Violencia and Kyle Young will be facing off at Iron Mountain. Awesome match here. Congratulations, Jesus de Violencia. You get to challenge Kyle Young for that title. The Octane Undisputed Championship. This match. And their challengers, the legendary, made in Detroit, Alex Jarris and Tommy Jarris. These two have held tag team gold everywhere they've gone, including Octane, their former tag team champions. Former tag team champions here in Octane. Like to see their way back to the top of the division. I do know that American Made, the team of the American Phoenix and Freedom's Reign, will have a tag team championship matchup at Iron Mountain, but for either of these teams, a win here tonight could lead to a World Tag Team Championship match later on, and Slick Slim is getting his ass kicked. Wrong place, wrong time, right? Alex with the reversal, throwing punches and kicks. Here we go, they tie up. He's got Voorhees up. And drops him right on the turnbuckle. Nice reversal by Dominic Voorhees. Alex Jarris on the attack. Punching away at him. Dropping him on the mat. Oh man, a nice enziguri to the face of Dominic Voorhees. Alex Jarris applying the pressure at the start of this match. Made in Detroit out to prove a point, to prove that they deserve to be the next World Tag Team Champions. 1, 2, and only a 2. The question would be which team, either of these teams, would be facing for the belts next. Because they would not be getting the shot at this coming pay-per-view, but it would most likely be one of the shows in the coming weeks where they would get their World Tag Team Championship match. The winning team, that is. And it would come down to who they were facing, and that team would either be American Made or American Strong Style. As we're gonna get a battle of the Americas at Iron Mountain. The team of Evan Wilder and Chase Collins will be facing off against the team of the American Phoenix and Freedom's Reign at Iron Mountain. Both men back to their feet. Alex Jarris getting ready. The Michinoku driver to Dominic Voorhees. Dominic kicking out. A lot on the line in this matchup with the tag team championship match in the future for the team that wins. Won't be immediately, will not be this Sunday, will not be at Iron Mountain, but the team that wins this could end up getting a tag team championship match here on Octane Live, possibly, in one of the coming weeks, against whomever the new tag team champions are. It's Dominic Voorhees getting dropped onto the mat. We do like to bring you guys championship matches if we can on the weekly shows. I do like featuring the champions and having them defend their belts when they get featured. That last match with Kyle was kind of a one-off. Normally I wouldn't have champions not be defending if they're in a match. I like to have the champions defending the belts. Unless obviously they're a singles wrestler and they're in tag team action, like right here where you see Tommy Jarris in a match. He's the current Cruiserweight World Champion, but he is in a tag match. It's a different division, so that is why he is fighting on the show in a tag team, and he's a singles champion. So it's kind of different. If Alex and Tommy were the current tag champs, I probably wouldn't have them in matches on the show. I try to reserve the weekly spots for guys who are trying to earn tag team shots or championship matches, and not the champions themselves unless they're defending the titles. Brainbuster onto the mat. Voorhees going for the pin. 1, 2, and Tommy Jarris breaking it up. Voorhees sending Jarris into the corner and continuing to focus his attention on Alex Jarris. Alex catching the leg and Dominic crashing onto the mat. Alex Jarris applying the pressure to Dominic Voorhees in this match. Again, if you're just getting here, the winning team from this match, and this is 100% confirmed, will either be fighting American Made or American Strong Style, whichever team becomes the tag team champions this Sunday at Iron Mountain. The winning team in this match will face that team. They'll face whoever the tag team champions are next week live on Octane. Voorhees going for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. As Tommy Jarris kicks out. He catches the leg of Voorhees. Sweeps it. Jarris in control. Tommy Jarris going for some sort of... I don't know what he was going for. Whatever it was got reversed by Dominic Voorhees, and it looked like it was a pedigree at first. And then these two completely missing each other on those Pele kicks. Tommy's got him up. Amazingly, Tommy Jarris picked up the much larger Aaron Darhk. Tommy going to the top rope. Oh, and a corkscrew moonsault from Tommy Jarris. Oh man, and that standing moonsault landing on the knees of Aaron Darhk, and Aaron has him up into the dark abyss. Into the pin. 1, and that was broken up by Alex Jarris, saving the matchup. Tommy gaining some control back, sending Aaron Darhk into the corner. Aaron Darhk getting the heel up as Jarris ran into it. A kick to the chest of Alex Jarris. Aaron Darhk driving him into his knee. Aaron Darhk with a kick into the pin. 1. Only a 1, broken up by Alex Jarris. Aaron Dark's got him up and drops him on the mat. Another into the Dark Abyss, into the pin, 1, 2, and Tommy Jarvis kicking out. And on the outside, Alex Jarvis and Dominic Voorhees really going at it. And we go back into the ring and another into the Dark Abyss from Aaron Dark. Tommy Jarvis is out of it. Aaron going for the pin. 1, 2, and Alex saving the match. Aaron picking up Alex Jarvis, hitting him with an into the Dark Abyss. Yeah, Aaron's just handing out those. Aaron's just handing out his finisher left and right like it's candy. Tommy Jarvis dropping him on the mat. Going for the tag. Alex in the ring, facing off against Dominic. He's got him locked in a submission hold. Voorhees trying to get out of it. Jarvis has him locked up. No. Jarvis rolls him over, goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Your winners. Made in Detroit. Made in Detroit will be facing off against the winner at Iron Mountain. So whichever team wins that tag team championship at Iron Mountain will face Made in Detroit on next week's Octane Live. What a match that was. Alex and Tommy Jarvis getting the win. Getting the win in this one. Made in Detroit are heading to a tag team championship match live next week. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching, because this stream is, wait for it, odds. You can't sue me for saying wait for it. This stream is done. Thank you for watching.